Hey everybody, this is Vril. Welcome back to Extended Timeline World War II. So between episodes we had a poll to determine the future of the series. In case you missed the poll, the choices were between ending the series at the year 2040, ending it at the year 2100, or ending the series at the year 2140. The results were pretty inconclusive with no clear victor, so with that said I've decided to compromise and we will officially be ending the series at the year 2100. And I will also apologize, I accidentally recorded this episode without any mouse cursor, so I hope that doesn't bother you guys too much. Alright, so we are up to September of 2034. In the last episode we had Argentina take over all of Chile here. We also had the Americans take out the Haitians completely. The Haitians actually were still holding on to the Bahamas, actually, maybe a couple other islands here, and the Americans took all of that. The US also took over a couple more provinces from the Netherlands here in Indonesia, expanding their American Indonesia territory here. So looking at the armies of the world, we've got the Chinese, followed by the rebels, followed by the US, the Soviet Union, and the Italians. The Germans are in here as well. They are low on manpower relatively, only have about 300,000 troops. I'll note why that's important in a moment. Let's look at the wars going on. We've got the Egyptian-Sudanese imperialist war. So Egypt going it alone against Sudan and some other African nations. We've got the Japanese-Dutch imperialist war, so Japan against the Netherlands and the Peruvians. And we've also got Brazilian-Peruvian nationalist war. This is Brazil, Mexico, Germany against Peru, Netherlands, Dominican Republic, France, so this is important with the Germans on the French border, the Antilles, which is a French colony. We've got a Malian change of government in Ghana, and we've got this Chinese change of form of government in the Great Britain. So they've allied with the Congo. So let's go ahead and get this started. I wanted to note why the manpower thing was important for the Germans, because the Germans have a massive communist uprising going on in Germany, so being that they're kind of low on manpower, although I guess now that they're at war with the French here, that could actually help out the Germans. I wanted to note also that the Chinese have shown up in the British Isles with an actual leader, so we'll see what this battle going on here, how this goes down. They're actually, looks like they're losing. The British, surprisingly, yeah, they surprisingly won that battle. I'm very, very surprised that the British pulled that one off, considering that the Chinese actually had a general there. So keeping this in mind, the communists completely taking over Germany possibly here, although the French helping out. We'll see, though. The Chinese might be able to bring some more forces in. Yeah, the Germans are rebuilding their forces, but they have 3-star generals, so they should be able to take care of this. The Japanese are moving into the Netherlands, into Indonesia here. So I think the British here they're not at war with the Dutch. I don't think they're allied either. Let me check who the British and the Netherlands are allied with at this point. A lot of things went down recently, so the British do not have too many allies anymore, and of course are at war with the Chinese. Not very good for them. Yeah, the Netherlands are having a rough period in this series, losing all their territory, but then all these wars with the Americans. Got a little bit of Portugal there. Let's see if anything's going on. So the Brazilians are at war with the Peruvians here, with the Mexicans' help. Peruvians and actually the Germans help, unless they've pieced out in that. I don't think there's anything else that's going on. Quickly look at what's going on between Egypt and Sudan. The Egyptians had Italian Somaliland is actually there. So Italian Somaliland is still part of the Italian Empire. So really, for the most part, I guess the British do have India, but okay, we've got the Kenyas just defeated the Egyptians there. What I was going to say is that the British are holding on to the British India. Obviously, it's all occupied by the Chinese here. Let's quickly go back to Europe here and see. Looks like the Chinese had lost another battle against the British. I'm surprised. I don't know why the British don't have any leaders. Maybe they just don't have the money, military power to recruit any more leaders for their armies. So we've got communist revolutionaries occupying parts of Germany. I'm wondering if this has something to do with the Soviet Union possibly funding some rebel activity here in Germany for this to happen. Very possible. Brazilians. So Peru's actually occupying. The Peruvians do have a 3-star general, so be a clash of armies at some point. The Mexicans, do they not have military access through Panama? I would think they would. But I don't see them going through there. This British army has to be exiled here, and there's no strait or anything between these islands. I guess it's probably only a matter of time before the Americans declare war on the Netherlands once again and take all of the island here in Borneo. Japanese still holding on to a sliver there in the Philippines. Let's check out war scores. So the Chinese change of government, very positive. Japanese, Dutch, positive. We have a war between Greece and the Italians. What is this over? Does possibly Cyprus? Yeah, possibly. I would think that the Greeks would want Cyprus. So this could go possibly even some areas in the Middle East, but I doubt it. I bet it's going to be, is Cyprus just, one province, okay. Yeah, for the Greeks to actually declare war against the British, I would think that has to be over Cyprus. Looks like the British have kicked out the Chinese completely. Wondering if Wales has any. Yeah, they still have the. We did see that before. The Spanish were their allies, so that's good for them. I don't think anybody else, not that I'm seeing anyway. We got a little bit of slowdown here, so. Since we are ending the series in 2100, I'm going to try to keep our speed up. If the rebels aren't helping us with the speed of the game, it does look like the Germans are now occupying, well, they were parts of the parts of France there. This was checking on that. Let's get some Armenians. Apparently the Armenians, are they being... Okay, yes, Soviets are invading Armenia, so... Just a one province deal there. Got these communist revolutionaries. They might be able to defeat the... Well, then the... Germans showed up, but they do have a... they have pretty good shock, though, but they have a crossing and a terrain penalty, and they beat back the communists there. A lot of communists, though, here. All over the place. So this could be an issue if the Germans do run out of manpower. So really, for the most part, China's probably going to be grabbing pieces of India here. See if we can knock our speed up to actually 4. I'm just going to try to take as much speed as possible. I know a lot of you guys wanted the series to end sooner, so I'm trying to accommodate everybody here by going to middle ground. It looks like the Chinese have occupied all of British India here, so that plus what would be, yeah, the British, I don't know what we're calling it, British Indochina is what we're calling this anyway. Surprised that the French haven't tried to go into Vietnam again. Now we've got some Soviet revolutionaries also rising up. Got a lot of rebel issues. Does look like the Germans are mostly sorted out. We've got one army. Is there anything else that I'm missing? I don't see anything. Let's check back what's going on. So it looks like the Peruvians are doing quite well. This 3-star general that they had must have been quite good. Got a battle here between the Peruvians. Took a major morale hit there, though, and the Peruvians ended up losing that. I don't think that the Germans are going to help very much. Wow, we've got a a Croatian-Cameroonian punitive war. Croatia, Albania, wow. A lot against Cameroon and Mali. It's a very interesting geographical... Okay, now we have an American-British imperialist war. So many wars going on. I know some of you guys were saying you're getting bored with the series, but we've got a lot going on. Let's see what's going on back in Europe. So a lot going on here. Obviously, the British are at war with Greece, so that brings in the Italians. Let's look at... Why would Croatia declare a war against Cameroon? But you can see who their allies are. They're allied with, like, Poland and Albania and Bulgaria. Actually, is Hungary? Yes, Hungary is in there against Cameroon. Are they going to be able to do much of anything, though? Okay, we do have the... They're not allied with the Italians. I was going to say the Italians are here. Got Greece well, this is because of the Italians occupying parts of the Congo here. I was thinking that some of this area was still owned by the British, but as of, what, a couple episodes ago, that switched sides on us. Looks like our Chinese war had ended between the British. See if we can figure out what they took. So yeah, just a lot of bordering provinces here in India. Anything else? I don't think that the British had anything else that yeah, just these islands, just the area in India there. Okay, so we will see. Now we have an Estonian-Finnish war, so Estonia is allied with the Soviets against Finland. I think the world has just gone crazy at this point. It's a good thing that we're not ending this series at 2040. Too much going on for that. So we've got... So since the Brazilians are allied with the Peruvians, we've got... What did I say there? Did I say something incorrect like I do? Brazilians are allied with the Mexicans, so they're in Peru. Okay, big battle going on here as I got a little slow down. So the Brazilians beating back the Peruvians in this war, although the Peruvian stack is over here, very equal. Very equal. I'll have to review what wars have ended for the beginning of the next episode, because I'm probably going to miss some. We've got British particularists, or not British, Brazilian particularists. Netherlands are hiding out with the Brazilians here. Trying to escape the Japanese onslaught. That's probably over at this point, though. Let's see if we can figure out what territory. So yeah, that ended. That's probably... Did not notice that ended. So yeah, the Japanese just grabbed just one province. So I would have thought they'd want to get a little bit more than that, but okay, that's how these things go with a lot of those islands. That's how it's been going. The Netherlands would like to win some war against Germany so that Germany has to give their land back, but we'll see if that happens. We've also got that Estonian-Finnish war, so 40 years later, or sorry, 100 years later, we've got another winter war going on between the Soviets and the Finnish, with the Estonians helping out. Who actually declared war on that, though? I think that was... Okay, yeah, Estonia. Going aggressive. We've got the Greeks. Okay, I was going to say, I thought... couldn't tell if they were actually on that island or not, but they were. Looks like the Egyptians did end in that war between Sudan and took a few provinces from these Sudanese there. Slow war between the punitive war. They've got the help of... So Croatia's got the help, I think, of Kenya here as well, unless they've done some sort of independent war. Am I missing? I don't see... I don't want to spend too much time. Yeah, here it is. Australia is actually in that war against them as well. So Cameroons have... they've been pretty strong, but they're going to be brought back down to size in this war, I would say. Let's see here. We've got... So Argentina just declared war on Peru as well. Second Argentinian, Peruvian, so Dominican Republic is on the side of Peru. So Peru's really being cut down. I know a lot of you guys, when we were talking about who's going to win in South America, obviously I'd pick Brazil. I'd like to see the Argentinians do well, but I know a lot of you guys did pick Peru as your preferred choice. But looks like that's going to be cut down shortly. So the Germans are still in this Brazilian, so this is going negative, though, for them. This American-British war is going negative. Not going well for the Greeks, either. Mali, change of form of government. So we might get some new nations with this Cameroon war. We might get some nations split up with Cameroon. We'll see if maybe they'll give, I think, Angola, and I don't think they obviously give it back to Zambia would get any territory. But okay, we've actually even got the Norwegians have actually shown up in Cameroon, and the Croatians and Denmark apparently with their little armies. Coming from Greenland. It's like the first time we've seen them in a war in quite a while. How are the Greeks doing? This is a long siege. It's been going on for 800 days, and they're only in the food shortage stage. So that's not going very well for them. The German army is quite small. I'd be worried if I was them against the Soviets or even somebody else. Okay, and we also had that Estonian-Finnish war end, and Estonia has taken over some very, very important provinces from Finland. So, okay, that's I thought the Estonians also had that, but no, they did not. Looks like the French are out of armies, so looks like the Germans, who are also pretty low on manpower and everything like that, they're just sieging out from these communist revolutionaries. That would have been fun if the communists actually won that war, but wasn't going to happen apparently. Got some other wars, I think, and I'll have to review what if there was anything I missed that's important. Netherlands. So Australia, I was saying that they wouldn't be involved in all that much going forward. but they are at least involved in this African war with Cameroon, actually. So Spain is not in any wars there, but the Romania is, or were they? No. Alright, well, it does look like we're out of time for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys next time.